I have arrived. Good evening. Yum. That's good. Sorry for the tardiness. That was my first grilling of the season, and I needed to literally break the rust off of things. But it was very, very successful. Absolutely beautiful weather out today. You ever have like certain days where, especially when the seasons change, where it's like the air just feels like what it did when you were younger? You know what I mean? Like almost like a portal into like your childhood, just because of the way the air feels and the sounds and stuff like that. Totally how it was for me today. It was 50 here. What season is this anymore? I don't know. I'm ready for spring though. That's for sure. A new fresh season on the horizon. Yeah, it's like it's during fall. It's very strong during fall and during spring, during the like transitional times. That's when I get those like just random like glimpses of. Sometimes it even feels like you're going forward in time. It's like a timeless place, but always gets us like I don't know, like childhood feeling. It's hard to explain. Warm and squishy tonight. I got some much needed outside time and got to start a fire and grill a bunch of tasty meats. Always puts me in a good mood. Strawberries are growing, yeah. Yeah, the onions are popping. The garlic is. Saw some of the lemon balm plant coming back. It's just things are growing. I guess we had like a week of winter, really. Smells of the season. Maybe it comes in so strong because it's like during the transition period you notice just the general feel of a season. You notice it more because once you've been in a season for like a month or two, it's not anything special. It's just normal, at that point. I just have a feeling we're gonna get hammered. I totally agree. There's always that one last bite of winter, and we're certainly not in the clear yet. It's like if the seasonal change was a light switch, right before the person turns the light switch all the way on, they like flick it up and down a few times and then turns it all the way on. That's how it always is. Okay, let's get to work. Well, remember what I said? Best case scenario, we would just hope that the problem would just disappear on its own without me having to do anything. Well, that did in fact happen. So whatever issue was there has magically disappeared, just like it magically appeared. Thank God for that. So I think we're gonna start the hair on the ears here. Look like evenings are back on the menu. Okay, so we have to sculpt the hair under here. And then I think we'll do the ear hair with the back of the head. Looper got all the snow. Looper can keep it. All right, let's begin. I think because the fur is very thick on the ears, we'll do the additive method again. I also have to do the back of the head. I know. But how many American acres? Can't you guys just move, you know, like a few hours south? I don't even want to know what it would take for me to immigrate to Canada. Going through the immigration process with Ina here was not very fun. And I already used the get married card. Hey, Sarah Dean. Welcome. Okay. Got the glue painted on there. Let's roll a piece through the pasta machine at a thinner setting of 3. There we go. Just want to get a nice foundational layer established. We'll start making little tufts of fur here. The pasta machine? Yeah. I can't take credit for that though. That's actually pretty common in the polymer clay world. But I remember when I learned about it for the first time too. It's very useful because you get consistency, you know. Consistent thickness. CTR. How you doing, Chuck? What's going on here? Did he redeem it? I really have to add, we have to add noise cues or something for redemptions because I used to have that would pop up on my chat and stuff when I was streaming only to Twitch, but now that I stream to restream, it doesn't show me that stuff. I don't see the activity feed like I used to. That's why I'm missing it all. Hey, listen. Certainly doable. All right, one second. Oh yeah, Clayton. Doing good, Rob. Hold on 1 second. Let me go check something real quick. Sorry about that. I didn't check. You went to art school, but you specialized in glass blowing. I learned by doing. I see. I think this is why I like learning from. That's right, Morak. That's right. I think that's why I think one of the best ways to learn is to have like a follow along tutorial. It's exactly why I teach that way, because I really do think it's the best way to learn, because you're absorbing information and executing it at the same time. So this back and forth between learning a step and doing a step, and learning a step and doing a step. Yeah. But yeah, you're talking about like taking like a color theory class or something like that, right? Because that's just like a general, almost like general art knowledge, not like something you can immediately apply, but have like rattling around in the back of your mind. Right. But here's the thing. A lot of these like fundamental ideas, like color theory and you know, how form and line and all these fundamental things, all these fundamental rules and stuff like that, you will learn those just by doing it. You know, you'll come to the same conclusions, you'll learn the same things. Of course, you can benefit probably from like reading it in a book or maybe taking a light course, but I don't think you need to focus on that stuff too much. That like, you know, that like almost like art philosophy type stuff, because you come to those same conclusions all on your own by putting in the repetition, by growing your skill in the craft of whatever it is. You'll, like for example, you'll learn which colors look really nice together. You could take a class on it that will tell you, hey, these two colors go really great together because of this special color wheel, or you just through trial and error have kind of realized the same things that the other people have realized, you know? So, but yeah, so the best thing you can do is get that foundational skill up for whatever the craft it is that you're doing. So you know a couple of dudes who need to hear that? Hear what? Because this is, you know, I came to this realization because I learned by doing, and by just doing it myself, no class or any sort of structure. But I wasn't completely oblivious to what the structured art world looked like, you know? So I just ignored that stuff and just thought, you know, it's whatever. But then later down the road, realizing that all the foundational, like color, line, form, and all that stuff, focusing on fundamentals, all those things that they teach, like in the traditional art school education, I came to the same conclusions that you learn about in those classes. But I think it's more beneficial to come to those conclusions yourself than to just be told them and say, here, do this, you know? Because you really understand why it's important, you know? I don't know. Yeah. You should, yeah. If if I were you, or the way that I learn things, is I watch it and then I do it immediately after. If I just watch it and I don't put any sort of action towards it, it's the chance of it actually sticking in my head are you know, it's like 30% chance it'll actually stick around. So I honestly think the best way, and I know they used to do this in like the ancient times, was the best way to learn would be to have like some sort of like apprenticeship scenario. I think it was the most efficient way to learn a craft, is if you could just fully immerse yourself into it under somebody who's spent their whole life fully immersed into it. Of course, that kind of stuff doesn't really exist too much anymore, but that would be the like the pinnacle of. But if you think about it, a tutorial is kind of like a little glimpse, or a little glimpse of that, you know. Did I? I don't know what you're talking about, Bango Bongo. I don't even remember last week. So, good luck with that one, buddy. Yeah, we do live in it. We do live in an age though where there's so much free, just out there information. You just gotta kind of focus. You gotta. It's almost like too much, and it's easy to get like ooh, like distracted. Oh, I'm over here, and then not really like actually getting anything done. So, just gotta commit to something. Bango Bongo, it was a joke, okay? Relax. Jeez, let it go. It's like forever ago already. Jeez. This guy. Hanging on to things. Oh, this one is this is the mimic mug. Don't get attached to things. Bango Bongo. Yeah. This is whatever it is you're trying to learn, find a tutorial and follow along. Just do it. And just realize that each person you learn from will have something different to offer. So stay in the student mentality and stay humble about that stuff, you know. I honestly, if I had the time and the money to, I would sign up for other sculptors classes. I would, because I know there's things I would immediately pick up on right away. Probably going to at some point. It's more of a time thing, to be honest. It's just a time thing. Becomes a tricky balance when it's you gotta kind of. I've always been a learn on the go kind of person, so the work I do is not just for learning, but it's also the end result is a finished product for something. You know, there's no real like I'm just doing something to learn something. Sorry there, Saradini. Sorry. Hey, Busy Beans over on Kick. Thank you for the host. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Appreciate that very much.
Listen closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not even cost a dime.
Hey. Akuma. Thank you very much for kicking off this evening with a Twitch Prime sub. First sub of the night. Thank you very kindly, my friend. It just magic. The problem, the best case scenario that I was hoping for happened. The problem just magically disappeared all on its own. Didn't have to call him. Oh, Syrup's here. Shut it down. Oh, I'm dropping frames here. Oh no. Just kidding. I missed what Colleen said. Here's what I tell the people I teach and think this applies to any skill. You need to practice. If you try to focus on everything at once, you'll make very little progress. Pick a project, start it, and work on the thing you need as you come across them. Yeah, exactly. Totally true, Colleen. Yeah. Looking back at my whole career, there's like these little bumps in the road, and the thing is you know the things you need to work on. You know, you really know it. So don't. But there's this temptation to shy away from that thing that you need to work on, and just, you know what? I'm just gonna make my character's hands in his pockets, so I don't have to sculpt hands, because you know hands are your weak spot, right? Because you're afraid to be bad at something. But that's a no-no. Avoid that at all costs. You have to face those things and persevere through them. Kirby avoided it. But don't overburden yourself either. Don't try to bite off too much in one go. Take everything in stride, you know. Let me take this piece off here. Start making some little tufts of fur. Little skull necklace. This will be the fur, yeah. Thursday, yeah. Can't believe tomorrow's already Friday. Do you have a non-stick coating on the wood? No, it's just wood. Negative. You try to make the bits uniform or all different? No, I'm not trying to do any sort of uniformity. Or different. Just, I'm more or less making sure that my lines are sharp and close enough together and not spread apart. Let's see, so these will be from the edge of the ear. Back to the head. Alright, let's think about the direction of our wind as well. Oh, yeah, it should be good. That's right. Fur shingles. Well, the key here is that the material is flexible. Without it being flexible, these would be fragile. But I guess something edible, this wouldn't need to be too super durable, right? You do something simpler for you. I would, yeah. I would just do the texture. I would build the shapes out of clay and then do like a lighter texture on the surface. Then we use the smaller brush here and brush this direction here. Building up the inside of the ear after the outside of the fur. Well, the inside's already sculpted, so. Unless the inside's supposed to have fur too. Oh, there we go. From the man himself. Yeah, right. So just like a layer of fur right here on the edge. That's kind of how I see it too. Yeah, that's okay. Because the hardened ear is kind of acting as a frame there, so it doesn't matter if we do the inside or the outside first. Satadine. Other than stray ear hairs, yeah. Okay, good. I just want to make sure I was reading that well. Yeah, yeah, get out of here, David Petersen. What do you know? Who's this guy think he is? Got a bigger wooden disc here. Gonna need a lot of fur tufts. Look here, tuft guy. I really, this particular strategy has really worked out really well for this one. I like how it looks. I'm excited to do the clothing and the equipment because it's going to create that textural contrast. It's going to really make it stand. You can already see it with the difference between the foot and the fur. Hello, Maggie. Good evening. Hey, Viridis. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to our workshop. The key with the lines on this is that they're evenly spaced and not crossing, because if you cross the lines, it cuts it off. So cuts the previous line off. Beards are just fur on your face. Dropping frames, his end or mine? Mine says it's good. Hair cards. Oh yeah? Evenly spaced doesn't make them look even. The line doesn't need to be straight. If you notice that. A lot of times I'll start from one end, I'll curl the line towards the middle, and then as I get past the middle, I curl back towards the middle like this. See that? But not perfectly straight. There's usually a wiggle or a curve to each one, just which is different for each one. That's probably one of the best passive skills to unlock once you do it enough times, is the ability to make a tool mark right next to the tool mark you just made, and then the following one in the same distance, so on and so forth. There's definitely I bet you illustrators have that same, they have that same passive skill. It's like, especially if you do a lot of hatching and cross hatching and stuff. Yeah. Hair cards. Oh, I know what you're talking about, like in games where they have like, yeah, they really do do hair just like this. Especially in like older school games. Hey, thanks Hurricane Wolf. Let's see, let's continue this row here. Now, when we get to the hair on the actual head itself, we'll use the negative method, not the positive method. Subtractive, not the additive. Okay, next layer. Classic. Wait, what do you mean by sculpted hair? Like not Fortnite, like a Lego hair style or something? Kind of like how Lego hair is. I like the Lego hair method. Especially for hair on people. But fur, I find doing different methods for fur is better. Right. cutting away this tag on the bottom because I don't want the thickness to get too much. Down to thickness. I do want them to look kind of like a little bit thicker, but I feel like if we left that part behind, they'd get too thick. Hey, what's up, Mojo? Welcome. Glad to have you with us. Okay, let's brush these pieces into place. All right. Be here waiting for you when you return, Bingo Bungo. When you join them and find out they're not laughing with you, but laughing at you, we will be here to pick up the pieces. You will remember why you called here home. It's a cruel world out there. You're free to go anytime you want, Bingo Bungo. Anytime. Bralio. Am I saying that right? Bralio. Or do I just say David? Hey, thank you very much, my friend. Oni Akuma. I know Onis and I know Akuma. I didn't know there was a combination. Sounds pretty cool. Play all day. That's right. Alright, Bango Bago. Catch you later, man. Braulio. Ah, Braulio. I see. Enjoying the clothing, that's good. It's a very a useful thing to get your mind around, because there's a lot of things that use it. What am I thinking right now? Absolutely nothing. Incredible. Not a single thought. Not a single thought rattling around up there. It's like meditation. Where you've cleared your mind of all random thoughts. Hey. Thank you there, Boostifer.
Welcome, new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruiter for their wise choice.
Thank you for gifting that sub there to Maggie. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support, my friend. Hey, Miss Mouse. Good day to you. Good evening. Braulio. Glad you like it, my friend. I agree. Great sculpting music. It's a soundtrack to the workshop. This week's gone by really quick, that's for sure. A bit of a crazy week. That's kind of a calm before a storm because we have a really big sponsored project starting next week. All hands on deck, battle stations. It's gonna be quite the challenge as well. Maggie gifting that sub back to Boostifer. You guys taking care of each other. Alright. Give and receive. Thank you, Maggie. Oh, I forgot to play.
Welcome, new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruiter for their wise choice.
Wise choice indeed. Thank you. Are you heading out there, Morak? Oh, yep, you are. Okay. Hey, we'll catch you later, my friend. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be working on that guy back there. What's his face? Morgoth. I'm going to try and get the hand finished tonight so we can start the arm or possibly the other hand. I don't know. We'll see. What does that entail from Mao besides soaking in your tail? Wait, what do you mean? The new gig. Oh, it's I can't tell you. It's you'll have to wait and find out. Starts on Tuesday. It's a new project, but it's a sponsored project, so it's a little bit bigger of a deal for a company, an undisclosed, I can't talk about thing. It's on all the platforms there, Bob. Do I have a name for my cool mouse? I think the mouse does have a name. I can't remember though. I'll have to ask the client. Are you there, Jumping Mouse? What's the name of this mouse? Next row of fur here. Nice red ticket. Very good. You will tune in? Awesome. Yeah, it'll be a project where we just are gonna be focused on just that for I believe it's for a month. It's a 1 month blitz. So we'll have to put our normal project rotation on pause while we crank that out. This one right here. Is this the one you're wondering about here? His name in game is Dar. The mouse name is Dar. D-A-R. So if you want to find this particular tool, you need to look up, go to Amazon and search for wax carving tools or wax carving set. And you should find a set that's got a bunch of metal tools with various different ends. And this one should be in there. And all of them in that pack are actually really nice. And it's not too expensive. Yeah. Well, glad to have you back there, Bob. Oh, yeah? I appreciate it. I just started doing like multi-streaming onto different platforms, and we just recently added Facebook. I think this is only the second or third Facebook stream. Pioneering new frontiers for the cnotbusch kingdom. The kingdom must grow to survive. Got your set for 20 bucks. It had the same tool. Yeah, that's right. I actually bought that set for a different tool and then ended up liking that one instead. RIP Bordering Kingdoms. They're more like really small villages right now. Not quite kingdoms yet. What's your Twitch name, Bob? Bob. You don't have to say if you don't want to. Now you got me all curious. The more you see it, the more you like it. It's good. Subtractive sculpture mode engage. Yeah, we're getting closer. The back of the head is going to be subtractive. I might also want to add a little bit longer of hair onto the forehead region. Probably have it get a little bit progressively longer. Reds. Oh, okay. All right. Yes, I do know. I know you.
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Well, Marco. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Welcome. Raiders on the shores. I appreciate that, my friend. Hope your stream was wonderful. How are you doing? We are sculpting a mouse this evening. Everyone that's coming in here, welcome to my workshop. This is your first time here. My name is cnotbusch. Make sculptures, one-of-a-kind pieces, all kinds of different things, all hand sculpted out of a polymer clay called Cos clay. Yeah, it's Rad Skull, isn't that it? Sorry, I have to run tonight. I was in the flow and it became super. Yeah, no problem. Hey, don't be sorry. Thanks for the raid. Get some rest, my friend. Catch you later. How many hours we got in this guy so far? This, I believe, is day 7. So, whoever's good at quick math, 7 times 4 or 5. Red Skull. I was just gonna ask you. Yeah, I was just gonna ask you. Pretty sure last time I heard you had a crazy action adventure story going on over there. Getting run over by vehicles and stuff.
Listen closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not even cost a dime.
Mr. Blackthorn, good evening, my friend. Thank you for the 48 months. Thanks for sticking with me. How you doing? How you been there, Blackthorn? This is the part where it's going to progressively get shorter and shorter as it gets closer to the actual head here. I believe that's correct. 4 years. Alright, so it was just right before Emma showed up, huh? Are you gonna bake between years? It's tempting, actually. That's a tempting idea because this is pretty delicate, and we don't really want to bump into it. I think we actually might. What do you think of mixing green stuff and epoxy sculpt? I've not messed around with green stuff too much, but I've been wanting to because from what I can gather, it seems like it's just an epoxy clay that's kind of flexible after it's been cured. Typically, yeah, resins or epoxies are more, it's not as nice to be around as something that's like non-toxic. Yeah, so okay, so if we approach it that way, what we'll have to do is we'll sculpt the ear, fur, long fur, bake it, then do this fur, bake it again, and then do the connecting hair in the middle. I was also wondering how hard is it going to be to paint. I'm probably going to use the airbrush right ticket for the fur. That'll make easy work of all those little hard to reach spots. Those hairs. When it comes to epoxy clays, though, I prefer Magic Sculpt over Aves. They both are very similar with the way that they work. The only difference I've noticed is it seems like Aves tends to crystallize. The hardener tends to crystallize faster. Since I don't use the epoxy clay as frequently, I like Magic Sculpt because it's just got better shelf life, it seems. 1 bar of Super Sculpies around $20. Yeah, but if you turn it into a really cool sculpture, it's worth more than $20. Sculpey is bad. Cosplay is better, I do have to say. It doesn't pollute the oven. No, it doesn't. Just make sure you don't leave any pieces behind, you'll be fine. What's the best? Cosplay, in my opinion, is the best polymer clay. One of the best mediums to make one-of-a-kind pieces with, because you just can't beat the flexibility. You can't beat the durability it offers to something like a one-of-a-kind piece. Hey, what's up there, Zoline? Hello. Is there any shrinking with cosplay and baking? No, no shrinking. No. Well, if you're going from using epoxy clay to polymer clay, you might really like the fact that it's just more user-friendly to sculpt with, in my opinion. Probably takes some... Anytime you switch mediums or switch to a different clay, there's always going to be a phase where you need to get used to it, so you just gotta kind of push through that phase. So, all right, Bob. It might sag a little if there's an armature. Right. Yeah. If the piece is too long, right, and like hanging in the open space without armature. Have to discover where those limitations are so you know when it's necessary and when it's not to use armature. Yeah, I'm really liking how that fur's looking. Those bead eyes, yeah, they're just some red beads. Those beady little eyes. And I get it, because they're actually just beads. Let's do a few more of these little tufts of hair, and then we'll remove that excess material and get this bacon. Where do I find such sickening beady eyes? In the bead section of the hobby store. I usually go to just any sort of bead section, and I look for beads that are round, that have a small hole. You know, a small hole for the thread. And then I just get a bunch of various different sizes. They do, yeah, they do. The atmosphere of the character's personality is going to change quite a bit when we actually add color. Why do you want the hole? You don't want the hole. That's why you get the one that has the smallest hole. So it's easy to kind of hide or kind of submerge. Right. It's gonna be, you have a hard time finding beads that don't have a hole. You just don't want to get the ones that have the big hole, because then you just can't really use them. I watch someone on YouTube that does clay art, but mostly now mixed media, and each time they bake something, it's a cute meme about explosions. Oh yeah? like an animated pop-up or something, or people just joking around in the chat. Who? I'm curious. Makes you think about the Redwall series? Yeah, me too. Zan Von Zed. Over on YouTube? Let me see. Let me see if I've seen this before. Is it a live stream or probably both live stream and videos? Let's see. Zan Von Zed. Oh yeah, look at that. Monster High Custom Barbie. Oh, pause. Oh hey, 133,000 subscribers. I do live under a rock. I certainly do. Oh, I see the yeah. Actually, okay, I have seen this video or some of this person's stuff. I recognize the meme you're talking about. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Secret of Nim. Man, it'd be so cool to sculpt the intro to that movie with the old wizardy storyteller guy. But like the whole scene, you know, like the melted candle desk, the big book. This is, yeah, medium firm softness. American Tail. I was definitely big into Redwall when I was younger, and I've always loved that kind of stuff. There's a, if you're really into that kind of stuff, there's a game you probably never heard of that's really good, and it's right up that alley, is Ghost of a Tale. That one is awesome. Have I fixed my internet? I didn't do anything. Did nothing. Just magically fixed itself. The best case scenario happened. Love your goat bee game? What's that? Oh, that one is your greatest game of all time? Wait, which one? What's your greatest game of all time? Ghost of a Tale. Oh, okay, yeah. If I remember correctly, didn't they kind of leave it open for a sequel? Is there any word on the if and when that might be? Hey, the Grunen Denethor. Die Kugel ist grün. Grün. Hallo, wie geht's es dir? I guess I didn't set it. I guess I didn't add that to YouTube bot. Wo ist die Grünkugel? Ah, da ist er. You just did? Nope. Try again. Patrick's, yep. It's probably like a setting that's off or something, or yours. Did you select YouTube over on the Botrix website? You know, when you first join and you have to select the platform. Hey, Luna. That's okay. We like our lurkers. You don't have to feel bad about it. Oh, Dankeschön.
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Well, looky here, Reaper Miniatures. Thank you very much for the raid. Come on in, everybody. Reaper raid. What's up, Reaper Harley? Hey, I appreciate that, folks. Hope you had a great stream there over with the Reaper crew. We are sculpting a mouse tonight. Here's our mouse. Lots of fur. One little tuft at a time. Painting a Reaper colossal skeleton right now. Nice. Yeah, this is what we do here if you're new, if anybody's new coming in. Sculpting some characters and things. Let's see, some other stuff I can show you. Here's a dragon we have in the works. This is a blue dragon. Now I know what your phone was up to the last hour. Watching some Reaper stream there. So I'm into Warhammer miniatures, and sometimes I sculpt things from green stuff. But I'm also interested in trying cosplay because of the unlimited open time and less toxic traits. Well, I say do it. I currently have a free class. You guys can learn how to sculpt how I sculpt. Learn my methods. There is a playlist available here on the channel, over on Twitch, and also over on YouTube. So if you really want to learn, you have everything you need there. Just follow along. The live session happens on Sundays, so every Sunday we do the next kind of episode, and you can join the Discord and post your progress there and get direct feedback from me. So I know that's the most fun part about doing those classes, just seeing everyone else's work for me. Yep, definitely. I got some Warhammer, some bigger Warhammer stuff. Got this orc boy over here. He's partially painted. Orc boy. I prefer bigger scale stuff. It's kind of my specialty. This is actually part of a 2-character piece. Let me go grab the other character. This is Gabriel Angelos and his mighty hammer. Two-handed hammer. Got a battery right here. That's the wait. Oh, here. Here's the battery compartment. And there he is. So them two are going to be kind of mid-combat animation combined on a base together. We started the paint job on this, but we decided we're gonna go to a different route. So I need to do some research on some different colors. How did I do those chains? Yeah, just suspended in magical suspension. No, actually, I took real chain, and then I soaked the chain in liquid polymer clay, and then hardened it. Yeah, that's how I did it. And this piece, you know, these pieces come off. The whole thing kind of comes apart. Make painting a lot easier. The head comes out. £3, this one? Oh geez. Probably more. Probably a bit more. Maybe, yeah, about 3 or 4 pounds, maybe. I do a pretty good job of bulking with the foil, but he's a big boy, that's for sure. Well, there's a liquid version of the polymer clay. It's the clay glue, essentially. Yeah, so I just used that, put a layer, just painted it onto soaked it onto the chain, or kind of like drenched it and just spread it around loosely, and then hardened it. You could do the same, probably do the same with like a UV resin too, technically. Just kind of weld it together with, there's flexible UV resins even you could use. That's probably what I would use. This guy's pretty cool. This guy's ready for paint. This is our most recently finished Friday piece. It's a D&D character. He also has fur. He's gonna have a mixed media fur going over this shoulder here. Yeah, the hair turned out really good. Quite happy with how that one turned out. Ready for paint. Some Paul Pape hair. Oh, I didn't know he isn't. I know he's been kind of on just on almost like an exploratory time, it seemed like. to figure things out. Yeah, he said he was getting into more of like teaching and stuff, right? 2 days a week, only for an hour. Okay. Yeah, he's getting into more of like the teaching side of the business, public speaking engagements. He's been trying to get into. Yeah, exactly. In fact, didn't he have like a workshop or something just recently? Wonder how that went. Okay. I wonder how the turnout was for him.
Listen closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not even cost a dime.
Hey. What's up, Chief? How you doing? Thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the cnotbusch Kingdom. Very happy to have you. Thanks for supporting my work. Okay. Let's do that layer on the inside of the ear here. Okay, so let's see. Just so we're on the same page. There, jumping mouse. Are you imagining that the hair's coming from the outside and kind of curling in around, like almost like another layer going around? Or are you imagining that there's just a layer of hair on the outside edge going out? Because I could see it. I could see it either way. So what do you think? What should we do? Wouldn't need a cell phone. Well, I mean, you could hear, but how could you talk? Coming over and around. Okay. Yeah, okay. So like it's just like over and around the edge. Carrier pigeon. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll lift these up. Like this. Then we'll insert a row. Yeah, we'll cut just the just this part. Hey, Red Ticket. Have a go on, my friend. No, I don't. It became too difficult to keep up with the monthly giveaway. You know, got to the point where I was like taking a week out of every month to make it happen. It's just not, it was not sustainable. So we had to stop doing it. We just did a giveaway though. I'll still do giveaways, just not like a routine schedule thing like that when we hit goals and stuff. I tell you what, we'll do another giveaway if we can unlock the Partner Plus program by hitting the 300 points for the next 3 months, and we unlock that Partner Plus program. I'll do a giveaway then. Another one. Now, the Partner Plus program is where I would essentially go from a 50% split with Twitch to a 70% split, where I'd be getting 70% of subs and ads instead of just 50. To get it, we have to have 300 points, which can only be gotten from tier 1, 2, and 3 subs. So, tier 1 sub is 1 point, tier 2 is 2 points, and tier 3 is 6 points. We have to hold. Gifted subs do not count, and Twitch Prime subs do not count, right? There's a tracker below the stream so you guys can see the progress, but if we hit 300 points for the next 3 months, it'll unlock it for us. We'll get it. But we have to meet or exceed 300 points for 3 months in a row for it to work. Oh, this one is it's a Logitech Brio. It's a 4K camera. Webcam. Sorry. Logitech Brio. Oh yeah? Whatever works, right? The latest and greatest in streaming technology. That's right. That's right. Yep. Started off as I was attached to my collar of my shirt. Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting them in place, and then we're gonna use the brush and brush them down so they're not sticking up like that. So we got it all in place. Oops. Getting his ear hair extensions in. Oh yeah? I have no. That's a foreign world to me. I've never. I missed that one. I did dabble in RuneScape a little bit when I was younger, but not EverQuest. I'm not sure it did. I imagine EverQuest is even before RuneScape. Oh, nice. New TV? Happy anniversary. Oh, nice. Alright, guys, hey. Hey, can you help me out here? Come on, please. You're a good tater. Uh, 16 gauge. I do have a variety of wire. Yep. 16 gauge though should be good enough to build armature. Smaller gauge wire comes in handy quite a bit too. Like a 22 or 20 or 22. I use cast clay. It's a type of polymer clay. It's not porcelain, no. It's a polymer clay called cast clay. Hey, what's up, Northern? Alright, let's use the brush now and kind of get these shaped how we want them to. Hey, thank you. Can you hear me? Oh. Hi. There you go. Oh, you can hear me. Indeed, my friend. It does feel good when it's done. I very much enjoy the process. The long quest. Yes, indeed. Am I done with my homework? I am. Nope. Oh, has to be baked. It would be nice to wait to bake for critique, but I have to kind of keep moving forward. You can always hold off on baking until you get the critique. That's totally up to you, so time is relative. Yeah, well, for you guys it is. For me, I got mine baked, but that's because I have to do the next section, which requires it to be baked. But you don't have to bake yours until you get the feedback, and then you can toss it in the oven while the lesson's going on, and then, you know. I don't think anybody really finishes the lesson as quickly as I do anyways, so there's no reason you have to be like ready to roll. Yeah. But I think I need to, yeah, I think I need to let people know that they should, if you're unsure about your work, to wait for whatchamacallit, to wait for feedback. I even posted a picture this time without problem. Hey, I don't do any of that stuff. Look, if it was left up to me, it would never get done. You could thank the missus. She's a hard worker, that lady. Posting pictures? What do you think this is? Did you do the belt? I was planning on just getting right up to baking before Sunday. I did not do the belt. Yeah, I didn't. I can show you what I did. We're about to stick this. We're about to stick this guy in the oven here. And I'll grab the my class piece and show you. Yeah. Good. Might want to add a little bit more into here, but we don't have to make that decision right now. Hey, thanks, Pixel. Let's strip off this material here on the back of the head. Yeah, it did. Worked out really good. Strip off this material because we're gonna re-add it. We're gonna do this in sections. We're going to listen to our inner wisdom telling us to not try and do both of the ears at the same time. Inner wisdom.exe, that's right. Okay. So we'll get him tossed in the oven and we'll work on finishing up Morgoth's hand. And I'll also go grab the class piece so Sarah can see where we're at. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is interesting. I guess .exe is not, but sometimes it bops people for just like putting a period with no space in a sentence. So that is weird. So this is where I did the pants, the texture on the pants, the little rope ties on the knees with the little flappy bits. Did the little stitched patches there. No belt though. Baked and ready to go. Yeah, sure. So this next class, we're gonna go over creation of just accessories. This is gonna be like a general accessory building class. So we'll see if we even have time to get to the belt. It might just be accessorizing. So building little bags and little weapons, little attachments. Because I think I'm gonna try. Well, actually, yeah. See, we gotta really think about that. It's hard to fit it all into a 2-hour window. Yeah. I'm gonna try and go over like building belts, bags, kind of what the building of the backpack is gonna be like. Any sort of object that you're gonna create and add. I want to try to convey just that idea, so you guys can go and just create whatever objects you want for your character. Because I think trying to get them mushrooms, yeah, any sort of object like that. I guess any object you make is kind of like it'd be nice to be shown how to make it, but there's just too many possibilities. So can't wait to see how to do weapons and stuff. Yeah, weapons can be tricky. I have a pretty good method though. Pretty good method. I think if I can just not do detail and show you guys everything up until like the final detailing, because you don't really need to see that part. I think it's just needing to know how to build something. You guys can figure out detailing just based on what I've showed already. So, but how to build the objects, how to shape them, how to handle them. And we'll try to get through as many accessories as we can. Okay, let's get to work on Morgoth here. Got to like more platforms? What do you mean? Get to add that hand scar. The maker's mark. Literally. More pass on the details. Should be good. Should be looking good. It's a really light hand here. Let's see. Goes kind of like. My axe hand chop scar. Any advice on preventing / dealing with tendinitis, hand pain? It doesn't happen to me, no. It does not. I'm very I keep a loose grip. Maybe that's probably what it is. Even when doing these really small details, it might seem like I'm being very tight. But I'm not too familiar with tendinitis as far as like any remedies. Tendon pain, I imagine. It's inflammation? Okay. Lots of anti-inflammatories in the diet, you know. Turmeric is definitely a good one. I wonder if castor oil can help with that too. Rest is the best thing. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely don't push yourself. I never have a loose grip. I should try. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. See, that's the key. Yeah. I think I sculpt 10 hours a day. So you can't be sitting there with like a. It's funny because when I write with a tight grip when I'm like writing like a letter or something, and I get like my hands get tired after like writing like half a page, you know. So what a difference having a loose grip. You can have control without really holding onto the tool like crazy, you know, just really loose. What you develop the control not with your detail, not with holding tightly with your hand, but you're moving your arm, you know, in a controlled way. So that's right. Yeah. So you have to consciously tell yourself that and keep telling yourself that until eventually it just becomes a habit for you. Trying both things, just impatient. Yeah. Just relax. Yeah, right. Things like hemostats help too. Oh yeah, true. Yep. Yeah, you know, a lot of what I do, the way I hold things is all about making sculpting more comfortable, right? So yeah. I was about to go pull out my herbalist book and look up some anti-inflammatory things you could take, but I don't think it's. I think the problem that we've already identified why it happens for you. Just have to practice a loose grip. I always remember, so when I was younger, I got invited to be part of like a life drawing and like foundational arts program when I was in. I'm trying to think if I don't know if I was in high school. I think I was like a freshman in high school. Yeah. So I went. It was like a summer camp thing, and I went down to downtown Chicago at an art school down there to take this program, and we had a life drawing class that really kind of capitalized on this idea of staying very loose with your artwork. And we would have this big pad of paper, and we had to have the pad of paper like at maximum arm's reach. So we had our tool. We had a Chinese marker is what it was called, which is it's like a glorified crayon, right? And we'd have the pad of paper max arm distance, so just the tip of the pencil could touch the paper. And then they would have a live model come in and do a pose, and we'd have different sets of time to be able to sketch, to get the information down in a sketch. And it forced you to be loose, to be like, you know, because usually when you tighten up, it's when you're like this, you know, when you're like really close and really tight. So like having your arms out, it forces you to be more loose, and when you learn to control that looseness, you ends up having an easier time creating nice smooth lines, nice smooth curves and stuff like that. It's just at the beginning of doing it, you haven't fine-tuned your loose ability, so you're not really able to control the curve as much as you want. So draw from the shoulders and not from the wrist. Yeah, exactly. Hey, well, I'm glad to have you here, Tomberlin. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Verdant. Yeah, well, you know, I've been streaming for how long now? 10 years now? 12 years now? It's just part of the gig. Before I did this for a living, though, I was working in retail, which is very much just repeating yourself over and over again all the time too. So perhaps it made me ready. The OG Twitch Club. When did Smoke start streaming? I started in 2011. 2011, man. Feels like it was it's like a fuzzy, distant memory. It's just like I've always been a streamer. Like I can't even remember the time before. That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because when you use tinfoil, sometimes it can just like get a little wobbly and like slide off of the wire. Tinfoil doesn't like to stick to like a singular piece of wire like that. It's different when the structure has more, and you'll see just kind of like when we did the structure of the body, there's more than one piece of wire, so it has no problem kind of getting stuck in place. But when it's just a singular piece of wire, technically you could use foil if you like combined it with like hot glue or something, but I just always like using epoxy for that part. This is clay, yeah. Indeed. What's up, corn whiskey? Let's see if I can get these textures on these fingernails here. Okay, now we're gonna just lightly go over this with the brush again, blending in that detail. (2014). What's your current personal project? I don't have any personal projects going on right now. I'm way too. I'm not allowed. There's too many. Too much stuff going on. Bank account. There ain't no money in there. What you talking about? That peeve. Now what do I need? What do I need one of those for?
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Hey, Mr. Mank, thank you very much, man. Necromancer brings Army of the Dead. Did you watch that movie? Army of the Dead? Oh, awesome there, Miss Mouse. Fighting over the television. My current personal projects are fighting over the television again. Hey, thank you very much, Mr. Mank. I appreciate it, man. Let's see. I have no idea how many I've spent on... How much time you spent on the Mimic? Right. Do you ever have difficulty to keep track of hours for projects? And how do you solve the problem? Anyone? I just ignore it. And yes, I do have a problem keeping track of projects. And Colleen has plenty of solutions. All of which I have ignored. One of these days I will wisen up. It'll happen. Ignored. They're all really great solutions. Colleen's really good at that stuff. Being organized and all that. Look, I know my weak spots. I know my flaws. It just takes time, alright? It takes time. You can't move a mountain in one day. One stone at a time. Chatting does not produce product. That's true. That's very true. Not in one day, not in several years, but several years maybe. At all. You're so true. That's so true. I actually was born with 2 left brains. What's the creative side of the brain? Is the left side? Okay, let's see here. So here's a normal. Right is okay. 2 right sides. Okay. So here's my brain. You know, I got the split down the middle here. Right. This is how it looks inside my head. See. So that's a normal brain, right? Got a right and a left. But inside my head, that's what it looks like right there. Just two rights, 2 right chunks. Oh, and then, you know, and then there's like a little, there's probably a little bit of a left brain. There. Just like a little guy. So, this poor guy is disadvantaged. He loses all the arguments. He's got 2 big brother right brains over here. Poor little guy. That's right. That's why I have a rectangular shaped head. Alright. Well, this hand's looking good. Go ahead and bake that and get that in the oven. And then tomorrow, we're working on this guy again. We can either sculpt in his arm or we can start his second hand. I think I want to sculpt in the arm though. Take a little break from hands. Looks cool. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna get out of here. Gonna rest up, refuel, and recharge for tomorrow. It is Friday tomorrow, and we'll be working on Morgoth here. More Morgoth. Yeah, right. Exactly, what Colleen said. Or you could even get a little timer, and every time you sit down to work, you just hit the button. And then when you're done working, you hit the button, and then you log it in a notebook. Oh, man. It's like nails on chalkboard even thinking about doing that for me. Yeah. No way. No way, no how. It's like a time clock. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alright. Let's find somebody to raid. Yeah, thanks for watching, Miss Mouse. Thanks for the support, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Old time card punch clock. That's right. Self-employed time clock app. Terrible. Let me just remind you here what my phone looks like. It's like lost half the time. Shudder. We'll know the world is a changing place when they don't allow me to use my flip phone anymore. It's gonna happen one of these days. Let me find somebody to raid before I get too distracted here. I will use it to the day. It's getting to the point now though where like you'll try to get service for something and they'll like direct you to an app and you'll just say, I don't have a smartphone, I have a flip phone. And then they'll say, well, sorry, I can't help you then. so it is getting a little bit tricky sometimes. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I can't remember what it was. I think it was either the power company or the internet company. To confirm that my account, they have to send me a text message. Yeah, to confirm my account, they have to send me a text message. But my phone can't open a text message while being in a call. So I'm like, is there any other way we could do this? Like, nope, sorry. So I had to like borrow someone else's phone to call them to have my phone to use it to see the text message. It's just, boy, let's get a little bit harder. It'll make it easy on me. Let's go raid the Goblin Works. It's working on a really cool looking dwarf painting. I like it. Old man yells at Cloud. Dang you. Let's see here. Alright, the Goblin Works. Let's go see what they're up to. Alright, friends. Till next time. Bye-bye.